So ever since I got this Legend 2 camera, like 2 or 3 weeks back, I can't exactly remember when that was. Focus. Thank you. That's what it looks like. I've been trying to design different cages for this camera. So it all started off with this one here. This is the one it comes with. Now my goal was to try and copy this in my own fashion. One of the first designs I made was this. It didn't fit, but I did have the tabs fit. Then this one I tried to expand one of the dimensions, and it still didn't fit. Then over here, I figured out that I had one of the dimensions wrong, so I built it back up with the correct dimensions from the ground up, and check it out. This one actually fits in. Really nice and smoothly as well. So it's awesome because now I know this design works. I can mount it to different stuff. I can print multiple of these, which I will in the future. Then this one has the same amount of tension in the stock one, which I think is pretty cool. Oh, crap. Took off the lens cap. Anyway, it's really awesome that I finally got to get one of the designs working. So now that I have one of the designs working, which would be this one, I figured out how I'm going to mount it to Scylla, because that's one of my main goals right now. Pretty much, the way I had it before, you could even see it right here. I just slid the camera in between these two zip ties. I got some footage with that. It wasn't super great, but it was still on board. And then I figured out a perfect place to mount it would be right underneath there. But how would I mount it there? The original thought was zip ties or screws coming in through the top, but I'm like, wait, why can't I epoxy it? Wait, even better, instead of a solid, hard epoxy that I would never be able to remove if it falls off, I could just use hot glue. So I'm going to be using my battery-powered hot glue gun. And this old puffed battery, I'm going to be hot gluing it to the underside of this roll cage after I take this off, so that'll just be 4 screws. Alright, so I've taken off the roll cage. I'm heating up the hot glue gun. That should only take like a minute or so. Then I'm going to apply hot glue wherever this cage touches. So it's going to be a few dabs here, a few dabs here in this corner as well. Stick it on and just apply more build up so that it actually stays on. I hope it stays on. That would be excellent. Alright, so now the case is hot glued to the underside of the roll cage. It's pretty securely intact, as you can see. It's not going to be shaking around too much with the camera in there. I added some additional hot glue at the back here, so when I slide in the camera, it's going to stay in place a little bit better. This zip tie looks like it's in the way, but it isn't, which is good. And I tested it. The camera slides in really well. So let's just push this back. See, it's a little bit tough there. That's because of the hot glue back there. It's keeping it in place. But yeah, I really like this. Awesome. So if you watched my last video, you know that I went out with this setup, and I was flying my car right across the road super fast. Well, not super fast, but like 50, 60 kilometers per hour. A pretty damn good speed. And hit a little bit of a bump. That hot glue came loose and the camera went flying like 20 meters. It was a really bad crash, but miraculously almost 0 damage to this camera. The lens, luckily, was not hit. Otherwise, this whole camera would be screwed. But yeah, I gotta give it credit though. When I do the review of this camera, man, this sucker really is more durable than I originally thought it was gonna be. Or unless I got lucky, in which case, yay. But yeah, still, I include a little bit more hot glue in these corners here, so it's a little bit more secure. It's not going to be going away. And the way it fell off in that video was this case, well, the hot glue securing the case to the cage came undone, went flying off. So now I have this zip tie right there, as you can see, so that's going to be keeping the whole unit in place. Came through the top as well. But yeah, that's also going to make these sidewalls come in a little bit closer, and it's going to be gripping on the camera even more. So I have many doubts about this camera coming out of the vehicle again, because I think it's going to be held on there for a very long time now. So today I have my slash out, and the weather's really nice out. I got my camera case really nicely mounted inside the cage. I don't think that'll be going anywhere. So later on, well actually just pretty soon, like 15 minutes or so, I'm going to be taking this out with the graphene batteries, doing some speed runs over at a nice big parking lot with pretty much nothing in it. So that's going to be awesome. But I came home today from school with this letter from my friend, Abu. He has an RC channel called RC Inc. He's been putting out some pretty damn good content recently. I've been really enjoying that, and he sent me one of his stickers for free. Very cool, man. Thank you a lot. I'm going to be opening this up right now, I guess. I'm never good at opening packages, but hey. So he just says he's going to send me a sticker or a few. Oh, cool, business cards. I've seen these on donation videos here and there. It's funny because on camera it looks like it's a really dark black, but it's actually more like a gray. So I got like four business cards, I guess. Then over here we got 2 stickers. I'm gonna have to find a place to put these, maybe on my desk, because I know I'm getting a sticker from Dr. Eclectic Heart whenever my package is getting in for that. Speaking of, this came in like 2 days, very quick. But yeah, thank you for the stuff, man. I have to find a place to put that, like I said. What the heck is this? Irrelevant. And he has a little note here. Hello, Pip, my fellow Canadian. Here are stickers. Enjoy. RC Inc. Nice little note. Yeah, thanks a lot, dude. Maybe one day I'll come out with my own little pieces of merchandise. But yeah, very cool. Thanks a lot.